Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel Illustrator. I am Tor, and today we will be working on the August 3 marker challenge, officially from Copic. So our first pen was Y00, a nice pale yellow, B24, a relatively pale blue, and B02, which is a slightly darker blue. So like always guys, I like to swatch out these three pens before I get too crazy in what I'm doing, and again, like always, I like to see them blended in different ways. So that is what you're about to see. I tend to do all three like single swatched and then all three blended together, and then any other combinations if I feel like I want to. Also, it's a good idea guys to test your lining equipment, whatever that may be, next to or on top of the swatches. So what I mean by that is sometimes a piece of art will work better with a brush pen and other times a single width pen, and that is entirely up to you guys. You know, it's entirely up to what works for your art, and sometimes your artwork may work without a pen. It may work with a pencil or nothing at all. You know, it's entirely interpretable, up to yourself. So the idea is that you can use whatever you like. You can use touch tip blending between the three if you want to. You can use a coloured fine liner if you want to, or the colourless blender if you want to. It is not strict as to you must definitely only use those three, because it's going on for 12 months and you know, you can get more variety out of what you're using if you do use the techniques available to you. And seeing as they are there and completely accessible, it completely makes sense to do so. So like all of my other 3 marker challenges through the rest of this little session thing that we have going here, I am keeping to the theme of bunnies. And you may have caught on just now that yes, it is an underwater bunny yet again, and it's not, I don't feel like I'm copping out because I did one last month. This is an entirely different bunny. Last month's bunny was a mer bunny. This was going to be, before I swatched the colours, I just thought from the cap that the yellow of Y00 was quite sand-like, and I could have done like a seaside baby bunny making sandcastles, playing with a boat or a duck or something in the water, you know, and it's very playful, very childlike, very summer holidays. But when I came to swatch the pens themselves, it became very apparent that actually that yellow is really not sand-like. It would have been very fluorescent sand if that was the case. So of course I tried to avoid that as much as possible. So I thought, okay, well, this bunny may still be at the beach and may still be on holidays, but maybe perhaps he has just gone diving under the water, and I've sort of hinted at there being water from the bunny being surrounded by bubbles with little goggles, as if he has gone under the water and he's picking up a shell. And unfortunately for the bunny and for the hermit crab, that shell is actually a hermit crab, and the hermit crab is like, oh my, what are you doing? This is my home. And then the bunny could be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'll put you back. I don't know, it was like a little narrative I had going in my head. So like I was saying earlier, you just saw on the bunny's tail, I was using the touch tip method there, or at least playing around with it, because I don't really use it in my illustrations very often. So I thought now is a good time to experiment with that, to try and get a little bit more out of the colours that I was going for there. So just to talk a little bit about the challenge itself, it is officially from Copic, both on Instagram and on Twitter. Each first of the month they release 3 colours from their collection, and those 3 colours are usually blendable packs, and because they're a business, they are trying to use it as a sales ploy. It's kind of blatantly obvious that it is a sales ploy. They do put out miniature packs of 3 that you can buy and pre-order, and it's all very much get this now and, you know, create something and then we can all see. It's basically a sales ploy. That is basically what it is as a standalone thing. However, for me and many other artists and doodlers and hobbyers around the world, we like it as a little bit of a challenge. So we're using either what we have. So in this case I was really lucky, I had all 3 colours in my collection already, but For most of the previous ones, like, I don't own the whole set, and so many people do not own the whole set, and I would recommend, if you don't want to buy one, use a colour as close as possible on the chart. And there are different charts you can see available all over the internet, you know. Little side note, like the month previous, this artwork will end up heading towards Redbubble. However, I am having some problems with my internet. As you may have known, I'm actually using my phone hotspot to be able to get these videos up. I am trying to avoid overusing the internet because it's costing me a small fortune. So once we have the internet back, it will be heading towards Redbubble for you guys, along with the previous month's ones too. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you liked, and subscribe if you haven't. And if you haven't already, please remember to hit the little notification bell to keep up with any new videos that do head out your way. Thanks guys for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!